Hi, welcome back to my channel. In a recent turn of events, the Israeli army has intensified its operations against Hamas and the Gaza Strip and Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. The Israeli Golani Brigade engaged in fierce battles in the 𝗤𝗂𝗲𝗄𝗃 area, causing significant losses to the Hamas battalion. Amid calls for a ceasefire from various nations, the conflict's impact on civilians in Gaza is becoming increasingly dire, with thousands forced to flee and widespread destruction. The international community is closely watching the unfolding events, raising concerns about the potential for a broader regional conflict. How will these developments shape the future dynamics of the Israel-Hamas, Hezbollah standoff, and what role might external actors play in diffusing the crisis? In a bold move against Hamas, Israel has launched a strategic campaign focusing on the Gaza Strip's northern and southern regions. The 𝗤𝗂𝗲 area witnessed intense clashes as the elite Israeli Golani Brigade engaged Hamas forces. Over the past fortnight, approximately 600 Hamas militants in the 𝗤𝗂𝗲 district were neutralized, with Golani forces leading the charge. The Golani Brigade discovered and demolished more than 10 tunnel entrances, cutting off a crucial lifeline for the terrorists. The Israeli army's effective operations, backed by intelligence gleaned from seized materials, have significantly weakened Hamas. The Golani Brigade's precision attacks forced many terrorists to surrender, making it difficult for them to launch rockets from the north. Tensions are high in the 𝗤𝗂𝗲 region as the Israeli army continues planning operations to apprehend Hamas terrorists. The relentless pursuit and strategic successes mark a crucial chapter in the ongoing conflict. The Israeli army is actively engaging terrorists across numerous locations, dealing significant blows to Hamas in the northern regions, with over 150 targeted attacks across Gaza. The Israeli Java Brigade, especially active in the southern communist region, executed a mission to neutralize Hamas leader 𝗤𝗂𝗄𝗏 𝗁𝗏. Utilizing drone reconnaissance, the Java Brigade swiftly relayed coordinates to pilots, leading to a gunship's precise strike on a Hamas position. The ensuing fire damaged multiple locations, potentially eliminating terrorists. Israeli special forces showcased their prowess by neutralizing a Hamas sniper using advanced technology. Employing sophisticated military equipment, air support, and naval operations along the Gaza coast, Israel aims to make it increasingly challenging for Hamas militants to respond effectively. The multifaceted approach underscores Israel's commitment beyond traditional air and ground attacks. Amid heightened tensions in Israel's north, Iranian-backed groups have made a bold move, attempting a missile attack near the Amukha region. In response, the Hezbollah terrorist organization aimed to strike Israel, triggering air raid sirens in southern Lebanon. Swift defensive measures, including the Iron Dome, thwarted the attacks. Israeli F-16 fighter planes and artillery strikes counteracted, targeting Hezbollah sites and military infrastructure. Notably, an Israeli warplane collided with a Hezbollah anti-tank missile launcher. Despite the attempted assaults, the Israeli army's air defense systems have neutralized over 100 aviation threats, underscoring their effectiveness. The ongoing conflict sees terrorists facing substantial losses, diminishing their attack capabilities, while Israeli units continue to expand air and ground operations to shape the course of the battle. Israeli forces are employing robust defenses and retaliatory strikes, significantly diminishing Hamas's offensive and defensive capabilities. Special forces are focusing efforts on critical Hamas positions in Khan Yunis in the south and Jabalia in the north, with a particular emphasis on targeting tunnel networks and command centers. The strategic actions include siege maneuver in the northern and southern regions, quartering terrorist commanders in key military positions. The ongoing destruction of the Hamas terrorist group is facilitated by Israel's expanding strategic maneuver. Additionally, there are indications of potential ground operations by Hezbollah in southern Lebanon, prompting increased Israeli military presence along the border. Leaders are making critical decisions to ensure strategic plans are executed effectively. This situation underscores that terrorist organizations have little room for error, facing challenges and compensating for defeats and losses against the formidable capabilities of the Israeli army. In the ongoing conflict, the toll on militants appears to be mounting, with significant casualties looming on the horizon. The unfolding events prompt a watchful anticipation of developments in the coming days. Your support can be expressed by liking the video and hitting the subscribe button to stay updated on new content. While the Israeli army continues to battle against Hamas, efforts are concurrently directed at neutralizing external threats. Recent reports from Syrian state officials citing military sources indicate Israeli airstrikes in the Damascus region, causing considerable damage. The Israeli Air Force reportedly targeted Damascus and its environments from the Golan Heights, with Syrian air defenses intercepting some missiles resulting in material damage. During a recent exchange of fire between Israel and Hezbollah on the Lebanese border, an alleged Israeli drone strike near the Syrian border in the Golan Heights claimed 4 lives. 3 of the casualties were Hezbollah fighters, and 1 was reported to be Syrian. While specific details on Israeli military actions in Syria are often undisclosed, the Israeli Air Force acknowledged targeting designated Hezbollah positions near Nebraska with jets and unmanned aerial vehicles or UAVs. The situation remains dynamic, and the region is closely monitoring these developments as they unfold. In a conspicuous acknowledgement, officials from Hezbollah have confirmed the Israeli Air Force's targeted assault on Hezbollah's strongholds in Damascus. The repercussions of this assault unfolded tragically, claiming the life of one of Hezbollah's top echelons, identified as Hassan Ali Dakduk, son of Ali Musa Dakduk. Hassan Ali Dakduk purportedly held a key role in overseeing Hezbollah operations in southern Syria, with Israeli military officers asserting his involvement in training Iranian-backed militants in Iraq, specifically to target U.S. forces in the region. This intricate episode traces back to 2007, when U.S. soldiers apprehended Dakduk in Iraq, only to release him amid the backdrop of heightened tensions between Israel and Hezbollah on the Lebanese border. The recent alleged Israeli drone strike near the Syrian border of the Golan Heights adds another layer to the unfolding narrative, resulting in the tragic demise of 4 individuals. Amidst the shadows of silence from the IDF regarding the purported strike, the army did acknowledge its response to rocket fire, emphasizing targeted strikes on specific locations in Syria. Intriguingly, 2 Israeli missiles aimed at Syria the night prior landed harmlessly in wide fields near 𝗤𝗂𝗂𝗧. The IDF, clarifying its actions, asserted its mission to disrupt suspected armed shipments, particularly to Lebanese Hezbollah militants. In the midst of escalating tensions, the IDF strategically deployed the Iron Dome, a cutting-edge defense system to intercept and neutralize a suspicious aerial target, lynching towards Israeli airspace. This prompted alarm sirens and settlements located in the Upper Galilee region, emphasizing the ever-present need for vigilance. Simultaneously, along the Lebanese border, a volatile scenario unfolded with multiple rockets launched from southern Lebanon, directed towards IDF border stations. One of these rocket strikes caused notable damage to a police station near 𝗤𝗄𝗄𝗂, resulting in reported injuries. The IDF swiftly responded with counterattacks directing artillery fire towards the identified sources of the rocket launches and other suspected Hezbollah strongholds in southern Lebanon. Under the cloak of darkness, an intricate drone operation unfolded as the IDF targeted armed militants in a disputed territory near the Lebanese border, adding a layer of complexity to the ongoing conflicts. Hezbollah, a formidable force backed by Iran, claimed responsibility for the attack, asserting the deployment of a Birkin heavy missile against the Wadad police post. The IDF, however, maintained a stoic silence, leaving Hezbollah's claims without official acknowledgement. Faced with a barrage of attacks from Hamas, Hezbollah, and other Iranian-backed groups, the IDF initiated a comprehensive defensive strategy. Collaborating strategically with Hamas and other aligned factions, Israel systematically and decisively dismantled Hezbollah targets in both southern Lebanon and the strategically sensitive Golan Heights. The repercussions of these actions were felt beyond Israel's borders, reshaping regional dynamics. Nations that had hitherto supported Hezbollah, notably Syria, found themselves directly affected by Israel's robust and calculated responses. In this dynamic geopolitical landscape, some Middle Eastern countries refrained from conducting specific actions. A prevalent sentiment emerged, holding Israel accountable for the ongoing operations. As alliances shifted and tensions intensified, the intricate web of geopolitical intricacies became even more apparent. So these are all the latest developments so far that I presented to you. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next time. Take care and goodbye.
Over 100,000 leaving country. This is a financial style, telling you about U.S. Those who are applying for immigration in the U.S. are leaving Israel and running away, so it is very interesting. You think the war will spread more in the Mideast? It won't happen that way. The poor in Lebanon are broke. They don't have much money, and Egypt doesn't have much courage. Jordan doesn't have much courage. The rest of the Middle East is with them, so the war will not spread. But despite that, oil can become up to $100 per barrel. So due to this, if war continues, the economy of Israel will be destroyed. It will take the entire global economy with it, because earlier the wars were ongoing. Then the war of Russia and Ukraine occurred, and now Israel has emerged.